Hello, it's that time again. Get up, get off the couch, tackle your own to-do list. Stay tuned. Hello, Hamilton. Welcome to the Just Ask Bob show. I am your host, Bob Assadourian. Today we kick it off with yet another viewer's email. Hello, Bob. I loved your episode from last year on bathrooms where you showcased a beautiful finished shower made totally of cultured marble walls and no ceramic tile at all. Bob, can you please do another bathroom show? This time teaching us how the actual marble panels are cut and installed. My husband wants to learn how to install these panels himself and do our 2 bathrooms. I am so excited. This is from Tanya in Ancaster, Ontario. Your excitement, Tanya, that makes me happy and motivated. We put together a beautiful show for you today with tons and tons of action. We're going to be installing the cultured marble panels and the ceiling, threshold, and even the glass door. Welcome, Hamilton, to our special on-location bathroom episode with our guest, Rudy. Rudy, thank you.
Good to see you.
Thank you for last year and thank you for this year.
Awesome. It's always good to see you, Bob, and educate the people on how we believe a shower should go.
The right way.
Well, we believe that, yes.
Tell us a little bit, before we get into the shower, tell the viewers all about your company, how long you've been in business, and the special products that you offer.
Okay, we've been in business for 47 years. Since 1972, Products has been going. Doing cultured marble one-piece shower walls, as you will see today, how it's installed and a finished shower you'll see today. And that's what we do. We replace ceramic tile. We're trying to eliminate the grout, the mold issues from the showers. So I myself was a bathroom renovator for 25 years. Bought from for 25 years, and then 12 years ago I bought Products. So
that's amazing.
So I'm like the Remington guy. I like the product so much I bought the company.
That's proof in the pudding right there. Yeah. That means you stand behind what you sell and what you install.
Exactly. I've been doing bathrooms now 37, 38 years. I've never tiled a shower. Incredible. I would never tile a shower.
And your motto is?
No mold, no grout, no mildew.
Excellent. Tell us about this particular job that we're at today.
So this particular job is a customer that had come to us and renovating their bathroom and educated themselves via online or through friends or whatever that they did not want a ceramic tile or grouted shower. So they came in, they picked a color, we quoted the job, and now we are here to install it.
Do you find a lot of people are showing up to your store already having gone through the learning process, educating themselves online?
Most of the people have been referred to us by other customers, neighbors, whatever, okay. or definitely the website has been huge. Our website is very popular. So
see, I've always said it, my best customer is an educated customer.
100%.
It's always easier, and the more they know, the happier they're going to be when the job's finished.
100%, I agree, 100%, Bob. If they know that they don't want, like, the alternatives to tile are few and far between. You've got your plastic overlayers, they are what they are, and ourselves, right? There's really not much else out there.
Taking a stab at the plastic overlayers, and I'm not going to mention names. Nope. I know you're thinking the exact name I'm thinking, but the problem is the plumbing's untouched, the insulating's untouched. If there's mold, that doesn't get remediated. 100%. Everything behind the walls that's important stays, and they're simply doing a cheap plastic mold over on top of the existing.
Yeah, and I say to people, if you're going to sell your house in a year or two, that's a quick fix, and as they say, not a lot of construction, go ahead and do that. Price-wise, they tell us that we're pretty close to the same price as them anyways, so, but you have to do a little more construction, that's true.
One thing for the viewers I want you to explain, because homeowners are always asking me this, so they have their own, sometimes, misconceptions. Let's take a quick moment to run through shower-based options on the marketplace. Run through the options, I want to hear it from a pro.
Well, as far as I know, there's like 3 options. One, of course, being the ceramic tile.
Yes.
Which, if you're doing the ceramic, you should do the proper, the Schluter,
I love the Schluter.
I love the Schluter. Or some kind.
I'm happy to give them a plug.
acrylic bases, and they have their limitations. Acrylic bases, the acrylic bases generally 9 times out of 10 are not installed properly,
and they move.
They move, they flex. And so what I always tell people, if an acrylic base flex when you put your foot into it, it's usually flexing where the tile or the marble meets the joint, and therefore you break that seal and problems are starting to arise. Our bases, like this one here, they're like concrete. They don't flex, they don't move.
Solid.
Solid. This one here was installed by a local plumber, and he did an awesome job.
And how are they installed?
They're done with tile thin set. You have to put the tile thin set.
Just like laying tile.
100%. So throw some plops of tile thin set, stick them down.
That's never going to move.
That's never move.
That's what I always tell homeowners. If you don't eliminate the flex and the move, you're going to have problems.
You're going to have problems.
Rudy, tell us the difference between a standard base and a custom base.
Okay, Bob, a standard base, they're nominal sizes, and that's what most people come in for, 4x3, 5x3, 5x32 bases. But at MM Products, we do tons and tons of custom bases. So I always tell people, manufacture the base or the shower to fit the size of the room. Don't always think about 4x3, maybe you want 52 by 37. We can do that. This particular base, as you can see, is a custom base because it's going to have glass on 2 sides. So later on, Phil will be installing, my installer will be installing a curb on top of this base to finish it off. It'll sit on top of the floor, so you will not see a grout joint like you normally see in front of the shower. You won't see that. It's very clean, very nice.
And it provides a gorgeous finish.
And we're the only company that does that. So
love it, love it.
So you'll see that later at the finished product.
Excellent. Rudy, thank you so much.
Thanks for coming, Bob.
Follow us now as we build this shower stall. Phil,
hey, how you
appreciate
doing,
having you here. Rudy tells me you're an extraordinary installer, a veteran, over 30 years?
Yeah, about 33 years now, yeah.
And you've never had a bad installation day?
No, never.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Tell the viewers what the template's for, what stage in the job you're at, and then I'll let you cut.
All right, so I was just upstairs there, and I just made this cardboard pattern of the walls, marked out where the faucet locations were and the pipes coming out of the wall. Remember, I was going against the wall here and tracing on this side of the board. So now I'm going to be coming in on this side outside and put it on line, and I've got a scribing pen, and I just etch the panel with the scribing pen. So I've already done all the perimeter, just kind of show you this is what I'm doing around the perimeter. So now I'm going to be cutting right now. Yeah, so if you've noticed with the saw, 2 things. One is the saw is going, we cut actually backwards. When you're cutting wood, you're cutting forward like this. When you're cutting the cultured marble, you have to cut it backwards. So the wheel spins down, it's sending the dust down, it's not chipping up the gel coat that's on the panels there. So that's how we do that. So now we're going to cut the holes out.
Excellent.
So this we're going to do with a jigsaw with a carbide bit, and these with a shower head, and the handheld shower came through.
A lot of cuts on this one, a lot of cuts.
Yeah, we got a few holes. A lot of showers have many holes than this. When you get into body sprays and rain heads and stuff.
Yeah, the body sprays, the rain heads.
Yeah, so it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, let's see how it's done.
All right, okay. Let's get rid of that.
Now the holes have been cut, the panel's been cut. We're just about ready to bring it up and install it. Phil, what's the next step though?
So on these panels, the back has got a bit of a resin finish, glossy finish. So we've got to texture it up, gives it a better bond for the glue. So I'm just going to grind the back of this panel right now just before we bring it up.
To roughen it up?
Yep.
Great.
Okay, so we just finished grinding the panel downstairs. It's all the cutting is outside, keep the dust outside. So now we're back inside. We're going to glue the panel now to the wall. So I'm just going to apply the glue. If you notice here, it's got dent shield on the wall, which is like a towel backer. For the cultured marble, we prefer a plywood. It's a stronger base, and it's a bit of a stronger hole with the glue. But the towel board's fine, but we do prefer the plywood on the walls. Yeah. And it's always important to have the walls clean. So if your drywall guy and your taper guy is working in a room, make sure you clean the walls so we don't have the glue not sticking. All right. I'm just going on this outside edge. Hey, come on in, Jake. We'll put it in. Good. Okay, we'll rub it down with it. Break the glue, move the panel a bit. All right, all the holes lined up, that's good. It's always a good thing. Okay, on the ceiling panel I use silicone. The silicone sets up a lot quicker than the glue does. And you see we've scored the back of this again to help it stick better. So now we put it up, brace it, and we put screws, and then over the screw heads we have caps. We put screw covers over the caps. All right.
We're here with Rudy, the owner of MM, to tell the viewers about this custom threshold curb that I understand you've patented or you've created and designed.
Yeah, I never patented it.
You should.
I should. It is a system that I developed 5-6 years ago for
Okay.
my contractors and stuff, and you're going to see when this is installed in the shower here how beautiful this is. The beauty of this product is that they were able to tile their floor. If you notice in the video prior, the tile was to the base.
Yes.
This now sits 2 inches in front of the base, so it sits on top of the tile. There's no grout ditch. Normally in these showers you have a grout ditch. Our custom curbs, there's no grout. You see a nice clean line.
So this creates a water shedding effect.
That's right. Now the water that drips off your body or anything that leaks off the doors you're getting in and out sits on top of the tile rather than going through that grout and rotting your subfloor in 5 years.
Genius.
So this is a
genius.
beautiful system.
It's gorgeous.
Also, we can fix any out of level issues with that. So what
Okay.
happens, Bob, is, and I brought a little piece along. So the curb, the base that's installed in the house right now is going to go in the middle of this piece, and you'll see there's a tile flange on that if you look in the photo.
Yes.
And the tile flange. So that base already in the house is sealed, watertight, can never leak. Okay, you'd have to fill it up 1 inch high full of water before it would spill over. This will now be silicone. This short end will go on top of the base. This end touches the tile floor. So it hooks on, and you see there's your high end, and on the back side here's the low end. And it hooks on, the base is in the middle. We silicone again, another seal, before seals we'll have and on this thing by the time it's sealed to the floor, the base, and what's already on the base.
So not only does it look gorgeous, but it's a secondary
Seal,
level
100%.
of staying sealed and
that's
resisting
right.
water getting in through the subfloor.
Yep, and the beauty of this curb as well is if the house, because there's not a level house out there, as you know,
No, there's
nothing level.
There's not.
So if we install this and it happens to go up like that, where there's a gap on the one side,
Okay.
Phil will be scribing that, and we will fix that problem. when this is installed.
So you can machine and adjust this to cut before bringing it in.
Yeah, and Phil will do that. And then when you have your finished photos here today with the door on, you'll see this sitting on level, dead level.
Beautiful.
And so we fix all those out of level issues, everything with this product.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Functional and beautiful.
Now, as you can see, this one too, with the glass on two sides, this one we had to weld. We call it welding. It's an epoxy where we have to put the corner together.
The miter.
Yeah, and we do neo angles and have two of those if it's a funky neo angle, or we just do a straight. If you have just a straight shower, we just do a straight one.
Okay.
So we have many options with the curb. So any shower design you can think of, we can make. Any shape, any size, up to, we just did one, was 8 foot by 7 foot or so.
Wow.
So we can do shower bases as big as that.
Beautiful. Keep watching, we're gonna be installing this shortly. We're here with Tracy, the homeowner. Tracy, what can I say? Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing not only myself, the Cable 14 crew, everybody here to witness the production of this gorgeous, gorgeous shower.
Thank you.
Please tell us, how did you find MM originally for this product?
Well, I knew I didn't want grout, so I decided that we were going to do a solid surface of some sort.
Okay.
So I was exploring that. I went on Google, and then I found M&M products.
So before even finding them, you didn't hear about the motto from them, no grout, no mold. You already knew that.
I already knew that. And I'd actually, I don't know if this matters, but I'd actually been to resorts and things that had full surface.
Okay.
So that's what I wanted. I thought, well, why can't I do that? Because I didn't, our last shower had grout in it, and it was moldy. It was so hard to keep clean.
A lot of maintenance.
Yeah. And I work full time. I didn't want to be sitting there with a toothbrush scrubbing all that mold.
Well, this is nice because I like to say that it's luxury.
It's beautiful.
At an affordable price, ease of maintenance, and permanence. This isn't throwaway, this isn't disposable.
And it looks so real. So this is the first time I'm seeing it, right? So I'm just really excited because it's been a long time coming, and it's beautiful.
Excellent.
I love it.
Here we are, the finished product. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm glad we were able to get right to the end. You see the glass door, beautiful finish, all the panels abutting very tightly together. If you notice the lines, the joints and the caulking, they're not 3/4 to an inch wide. They're very, very skinny, which again is a testament to the installers. This is what I like to call luxury at an affordable price, and it's permanent. This is by no means a throwaway shower. Up next, Bob's Top Picks and Bob's Bewares at the shop. I hope you enjoyed the installation process. These are true tradesmen, true craftsmen, and true professionals. Now, what I have for you here is, let me show you some samples. The cultured marble panels come in a lot of different possibilities. So we have one here. I tried to pick up as many as I could from the shop, different variations. Again, always keep in mind, this isn't a throwaway product. This is lifetime. This isn't a $2,000 pre-made plastic shower stall that's going to start to come apart at the seams literally within a few years. Now, this one's very special. For those of you that are very old school and you want the sort of separation, the look of tile, I mean, this isn't exactly tile, but it is made to resemble it. So you do have some options. For those of you into the dark tones, this is just beautiful. Very, very nice panel. Now, these are the large samples of Marbolite, but I still also have some other ones. And believe me, I'm by no means, I'm not the showroom for MM products. This is simply a couple that I grabbed from the showroom. That way I can sort of work harder to bring you, the viewer, the experience. But feel free to visit the showroom where they've got literally hundreds of samples. Here's another one. Now, we're on to Bob's Bewares, specifically in this case. Now, the motto for this is no grout, no mold, and ease of cleaning. Now, if this was your shower base, and I built many of these over the years, but for the last 6 years, since I've developed my relationship with MM products, I use the solid bases. So if these tiles were used in the base, and you have to use this or something similar because of the slope towards the floor drain, look at how much grout is here. So if you did analysis on this, it might be more, in the end, more grout than tile. So this can cause you problems. So this is definitely a Bob's beware. Another one here that qualifies as a Bob's beware is these tiles. Simple reason again, and again, I'm not knocking tile completely. I mean, you have to use your own sense. A lot of it is from a design aspect or perception, but if you're using a small tile like this, or even a smaller one, when the day's said and done and the install is finished, you're gonna have a majority of your wall and ceiling that is gonna be grout versus tile. So I would suggest the larger the tile, the less grout you have. Now, in the case where you are using tiles that you're grouting, we have the grout here to show you. Now, I don't want to knock too much on this because this is interesting. This is somewhat of a Bob's beware and a Bob's top pick. It's a beware in the sense that you want to avoid the grout and use the cultured marble panels. However, if you have to grout because you're tiling, this is a top pick, the Mapai. Phenomenal brand, very easy to work with, and from a DIY perspective for you, the homeowner. Now, speaking of DIY perspective, this is very important. This show is about education. This show is to motivate you, get you up and off the couch to tackle your own to-do list. But if the matter occurs that you do not want to do the job yourself, maybe you don't have the time, maybe you don't want to risk it, maybe it's at great heights and there's a safety issue and you're going to hire a contractor, that's fine. But we've talked about this time and time again. Our municipality does have a license involved. It's a City of Hamilton master building repair license. Make absolutely certain your contractor is licensed. That's going to protect your investment and protect your home. Now, think of future episodes, send us an email, or pick up the phone and call us. We proudly have the largest database on the net, www.justaskbob.com. Again, that's www.justaskbob.com. Or else pick up the phone and call. After all, as you know by now, Bob's old school, 289-649-0196. Again, that's 289-649-0196. Until next time, thank you. Wow, that's amazing. Look how close that is. Beautiful.